Evangelicals, dude. Like when I worked at Bennigan's, there was a evangelical like mega church like right there in Mission Valley. And when they would get out on Sundays, they would be the biggest pain in the ass, and like they would
not tipping.
Yeah, not tipping. And they'd always like try to recruit people who work there. It's like, bro, they're all like hungover and coked out from the night before. Like they're not trying.
That's
to
when they get them. They feel shitty. They're like, the Lord can help you.
That's what Sunday Scaries refers to. It's you feel so bad, you become religious.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is that where that came from?
No.
That's good though. Yeah. That's fucking good.
Absolutely not.
There was like a billboard right there that had like some Sunday Scary promo kind of thing on there.
For religion?
I don't know what it was for.
Okay.
No, it's for the CBD.
Was that was for the CBD? Okay,
I think so.
But they recently changed. I noticed when I was walking up here today. It's a divorce attorney, and it's literally just like a hand where the wedding ring was supposed to be, like this. But I'm walking up, and I'm like, the first thing I see, I'm like, yo, is that a fucking billboard flipping people off?
I figured out the intent, though.
It's a female. She's got fire ass billboards. Like, they're funny as fuck.
I'm over the edgy divorce billboard.
Really? You've seen them too, though, right?
They're everywhere.
They're cheesy, but they're funny.
I'm starting to see like edgy probate lawyers. Like I'm just like millennial marketing has gone too far. I don't want it anymore.
It's weird.
But yeah, I mean, it is like we're talking about it. We don't know her name.
I don't know. Yeah. So the marketing's not that good.
I don't want to promote her right now either. So I'm not going to give her the pleasure of that.
Not at all.
Wait, what are some of the other ones that you saw?
I don't know, but they're along the same lines, kind of like dad joke-ish, like kind of things.
Yeah.
And it's like, I look at it once, and I'm like, oh, that's good. And then after that, I'm like, all right, let's go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is like the terrible like bail bondsman commercials where they're like rapping, some like old white dude is rapping or some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
there's a lot of. They're trying to reintroduce commercials to everything now. Like if you're on your Fire TV or something like that.
They're back.
It's like, God, I'm so, like, I live such a good life. They're going to send me back to the high seas of the pirate life.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't handle it anymore.
Well, like, it's like everything in, like, startup world is essentially, like, you get the stuff for free for a little while, and then the bill comes due.
Yeah, then they start fucking you.
Yeah, that's just, like, exactly what's happening now with all, like, the streaming services and shit. And one thing I noticed, too, is, like, if I'm watching regular TV, so, like, normally when like the old cable service I had, I would just go to like right to the movie channels and I wouldn't even like bother. But this new thing that I have, like you just click on movies and it'll literally just show you any movie that's on.
Wait, what movie channel?
Any HBO. What?
What movie? No.
No. So
I'm making that noise lately.
So
sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, like you can just see like where all these companies have bailed on like traditional marketing.
Yeah.
Because all of it is like medications, like pharmaceuticals,
it's all meds.
Yeah, and like class action lawsuits. Like you don't see the like Sprite commercial anymore. You know?
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
You don't even see like the booze commercials anymore, dude. It's literally all like class action lawsuits and like scam, like like the My Pillow guy. Like,
hey, that's dope. My Pillow guy's dope.
Aren't we one of only 2 countries where you're allowed to advertise meds? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, a lot of
us in
countries.
New Zealand.
Yeah, that kind of bothers
crazy.
me. It's weird.
Well, if you look at the side effects, like anal bleeding, and like you're gonna die.
Yeah, and
then
at
least you have a headache.
Fest, like, oh my god, we're having so much fun. My ass is bleeding.
Yeah. It was literally, I remember like they had the shit for like restless leg syndrome and it was like crazy side effects. Like, bro, you just have a lot of energy.
Yeah. My leg can stay wiggling. I'm good.
Not that serious.
Yeah, I get weirded out when I see ADHD medication being pushed. Because like when I was in high school, it was ADHD was like, it might be a real thing or it might not. And they like took me into office to get like to have a test. And I had to like put this puzzle together. Dude, it was fucking weird. And then they're like, oh yeah, he's got ADHD.
I like that test
or
because
ADD.
if you fail it, you have ADHD, but if you crush it, you have autism.
There's no in between. And it's like whatever you get on the test, like you're gonna have medication. So I get weirded out when I see like that type of medication like commercial.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, get out of here.
Did they get you on meds? They push them on you?
They did, dude. Ritalin.
Ritalin.
I liked
so
it for
old
about
school.
2 weeks, and then like I was like, bro, I'm Like,
That's like
I
the-
was sucking dick like on the streets.
That's
it
like
was
the
bad,
equivalent,
bro.
That's like the equivalent of when they were giving you like heroin for the common cold.
Yeah, junior high was a tough year for me.
Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I wonder if we'll look back on it, because they used to like prescribe cocaine and shit, like that kind of stuff way back. I wonder if we'll look back on this in 50 years, like, dude, they used to give kids Ritalin, like,
Yes.
or like
Well,
Adderall or whatever, like, holy shit.
the Germans used to give kids meth, and that's what we're literally doing.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good
We
point.
talk shit on them, and we're like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fuck, that's scary.
One
Yeah.
hit and you're ready to invade Western Europe.
That's a good fucking point. What's what episode is this? We should start,
I forgot, bro. I forgot.
Do we even know a range?
I don't know.
3,000?
They'll figure it out for us.
A 210
Yeah,
maybe?
real quick.
20,
Real
something
quick.
like that. I don't know.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, but Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
Happy
First
New Year.
episode of
Happy New Year.
2023.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone with any New Year's resolutions?
Not drinking for the whole year.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't know that, and
Yeah.
I made the same decision. New Year's Eve. I didn't even drink New Year's Eve. I was like, man, fuck
Well,
it.
that's crazy. I drank
Yeah,
New Year.
wow.
Yeah. You gotta have one big blowout.
Hear me
Come
out.
on.
Hear me
I had a
out.
blowout, that's for sure.
Hear me out.
Okay.
You don't drink on New Year's Eve. That's like the biggest drinking night of the year. If you can make it through that one, the rest of the year is easy. I told Dom this. He doesn't believe me. He's like, fuck no, dude. I'm going all out. I'm like, all right. I woke up fucking January 1st feeling amazing. Like, you don't want to wake up hungover on January 1st.
Just don't go to sleep.
I mean, nobody wants to wake up hungover.
Yeah, for me, I knew I was going to be sober for the whole year. Excuse me. And I was like, all right, I'm not drinking New Year's Eve. I mean, dude, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna
here we
lie.
go.
I didn't go out on New Year's Eve. I was gonna go meet some friends at a bar, and then it started raining. I was like, Not
It
that
started raining. Alex is like, nope.
I was like, I mean, is it really worth it? You gotta fucking wait in a line, and
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Sarah, what'd you do on New Year's Eve?
I worked a comedy show.
Nice.
Yeah. It was Big J Okerson.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun.
You get some crazies. I feel, because I've always talked about this, but that is the biggest rookie night of the year. For like people that never go out.
Mm-hmm.
They get fucking hammered and they do weird shit, start fights, pee in the club, fucking crash their car.
I felt like honestly a little underwhelmed. Nothing crazy nothing crazy happened. I think for New Year's a comedy show is a good idea because you're just like seated. You're not like in a line or crowded
Yeah.
around people. You have something to do for an hour and a half with alcohol.
That's a good point, and it's hard to overserve yourself. It's not like at the bar you can just keep going and getting drinks.
Yeah, you're not like ripping shots in the dark silently.
Well,
it happens.
Hey, scoop in the corner. Like,
Yeah, it does happen, but you know.
Yeah. No, true.
So
Yeah.
and then we did like a New Year's toast, and it was cute.
See,
Well,
that's
it's probably like
legit,
a lot of couples and shit that like older couples maybe.
Yeah, families who are
families,
like where they're like adult kids are home for the holidays. Like,
Oh,
what
wow.
can we all do together?
is the vibe different from any other comedy night? Is it a little more like,
Yeah.
you guys play
yeah.
music in between sets? I don't know. I can't think of a fucking event where there's not a DJ on New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Oh, I
like I'm
see.
having a hard time.
Shoney's looking for a new gig.
Yeah.
All right, give it up for Sarah.
No, we played like before and after. We played like the Spotify New Year's playlist.
Okay, cool.
But no, I think everyone is just like generally like, oh, this is more of an event, but nothing to. It's just a comedy show. Yeah, but
Nice.
It was fun, and
That's
then
legit though.
went out after with all the comics.
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, I just get scared on those nights, like Halloween, whatever, New Year's.
Oh yeah, like when I had a car, I definitely wasn't driving anywhere on
No.
those nights, dude. Never fucking get on the road.
I've got hit twice on July 4th in San Diego since I've been here. Drunk driver
During
both
the day?
times. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
During the day in my car. Both of them weren't bad, but
Here, PB.
yeah, PB.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is one of them was a long time ago.
You
but
citizens
the kid-
arrest both of them.
No, the first one was
You're
kind of.
drunks. Get on the side of the road.
Thank God I was sober both times. And the one kid that hit me, I think I told you this story. He was drunk. I could smell the alcohol, and he knew it, and he was like shaking. And I was like, "Oh, I got this kid. I mean, he was like, but the same age.
Would
as
you
me.
shake him down for 10 grand? What the
I told him I was an undercover cop.
Fucking snitch.
No, I was just like, yo, I just let him talk because I knew he was drunk. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, we were both like 22, 23, but I was like, all right, I'm going to milk this. He's like, oh, my dad's a banker in New York. I'm like, keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking. Keep talking. No, keep going. Ended up, his dad sent me like $3,000 or $4,000 for like the damage, and then
What about the emotional damage?
Trey.
another $3,000 for the emotional damage. But yeah, the kid was like, "Don't call the cops! Don't call the cops!"
Yeah.
And I was like on my phone, like,
Yeah.
But
Damn, you're manipulative. That's shady.
no, that is not shady.
Shady.
This is a drunk drive. He could have took my life.
And that guy didn't learn his lessons. He probably killed somebody drinking and driving
so
again.
Probably down the corner same day.
Yeah, right?
You get
Yeah.
a school bus.
So that was my experience of that. It sucked. It was he hit me pretty fast, but I'm here. I'm with you guys now. So
Yeah.
praise the Lord. Thank you.
You're going to that gym.
Yeah.
That Jesus gym.
Let's go. Let's rip some phone books in half.
Actually, a guy did wreck my car. I wasn't in the car. It was parked, but he was drunk. This was years ago, but he wrecked my car. And I heard the accident. I ran outside, and he was clearly wasted.
Yeah.
And then he ended up giving me like,
Dude.
I think it was $6-7 grand, but it was for the car, and he had to give me extra, because I didn't call the cops. So I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Dude, you have such the upper hand if you're sober and the person's wasted. Like, hey man, like I could put you in jail and ruin your life right now.
I think it was the guy. He was an older guy. I think it was like it would have been his third or fourth DUI too. It was an older guy, which I probably should have gotten fucked. Right?
Come on, bro. Put that guy in prison.
I needed money. I was like 20. I need
How
the
do you
money.
trust you're gonna get the cash?
He's counting his cash. The guy's running through a fucking preschool. Fucking. Scoop's like, get paid.
He gave me like, I don't know, it was $1,000 a month for whatever, like 6 months.
Well, who's like drinking and driving now that like Uber is and Lyft is a thing?
This was pre-Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, who's
And
doing
people
that now?
still do that.
People
I'm
still,
sure.
for sure, yeah. Dude, my buddy who lives on Grand has had 5 of his cars hit by drunk drivers
Yeah.
on the street.
Grant's terrible.
5 times, totaled 3 of them. One of them was a rental because his other car was totaled.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Like literally, like my friend, like who lives across the street from him, like woke up in the morning and like took a photo. He's like, "Hey man, like your car is fucked." Like sent
The
it.
Bermuda Triangle. Of streets.
These people drinking and driving, do you think, like, I don't know anything about this. I don't drink and drive, but are these people like making the decision, like remembering, like, fuck, dude, I remember making the decision. I shouldn't have done that. Or are they like blacking out? They don't remember. They're like, what the fuck?
I think if you're like wrecking like that, you're probably blacking out. Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like those are people who drove their car to PB. Like, I don't think these people are like driving to the taco shop.
True.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to get home, you know?
Well, it's got to be a money thing, right? Like you go out, you don't have a bunch of cash to get the ride home, right? I mean, that's got to be like you live maybe like Santee or like East County or like far enough away where Uber is like $80 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's okay.
See, this
but-
is where Yellow Cab was saving lives because you could just run.
I had one of those guys try to rip me off a long time
Bro.
ago, and
Dude,
I was
they
just like,
were so
"Fuck you."
shady.
Yeah.
Me and my buddies did that once. We are fucking idiots. We're like, we started texting each other. We're like 3 of us in the back, and we text each other like, "Hey, we're gonna just fucking at the next stop, we're gonna fucking jet out of here." Like, all right, cool. So like right away, we're like,
He can feel the energy.
"Oh,
where you guys are.
100%, bro." He's looking in the rearview mirror at us like these motherfuckers.
Shoney's asking a bunch of weird questions. He's like, "Yo, do you run as a hobby?
Hey, what kind of shoes are those,
Do you happen to have a photographic memory?"
bro? So we're all texting each other. The only thing we don't realize is like we're like 4 miles away from my house. But we're just so like lasered in on jumping out of this cab and like getting out, and he stops. We're over by like Jack in the Box on Garnett over here, and so we just do it. We're like, go, and the guy's like, what the fuck? He pulls over, and then we're running. I'm like, fuck, we're like 5 miles away from my place, so we're running. So we all just like split up. I'm running through bushes and shit, and he's actually chasing most of us because he parked, and then finally he just went back to his car, and we're like, cool, and then we're like, fuck.
We'll call a cab.
Yes, yeah.
Exactly.
He shows back up.
He's like, all right, guys.
You're in a loop forever.
Dude. First time I ever did that, probably the last. Not gonna make any promises.
I would fucking hope so. We're almost 60. I'm not running.
Oh, my back! Oh, fuck!
I'm gonna do it on Ubers for fun, just to pretend like they're chasing.
They have all your information.
Yeah.
The
Well,
guy's
it's
like,
already
"Have a good
charging.
day."
Yeah, fucking bolts out. Ah!
Yeah, dude.
I got banned from Uber for like I think we talked about this, right? A long
I don't know.
time
Not on
ago.
the podcast. I don't
Maybe
think so.
not. Yeah, I got terminated, and then I sent in like a thing, and it got reinstated. Like
What'd
a
you
week
do?
later.
Just ripping too many farts?
No,
in the back?
no. Completely sober, going out to dinner with the old bird. We're sitting in the car. The guy starts bringing up a bunch of weird shit, and I'm not really arguing with him. I swear I know because I like to argue, but I really wasn't arguing with him. I was just asking questions and just trying to like keep the conversation civil. And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy," and then he just fucking flew off the handle. I was like, "Get the fuck out of my car!" It was the weirdest thing. So it was all over like politics, but I really didn't say anything. I didn't say like my opinion on anything. Right? I kicked out of the car. He pulls over, and then I get a notification saying from Uber saying that you were reported as hate speech and supporting white supremacy. It was this long thing. I used to have the. So then I said they're like, you have 30 days to appeal or something like that. Otherwise, your account's banned forever. Right? So I sent them the appeal, and I just put you can add like documents or like a photo. So I literally just added my photo, and I was like, this guy's nuts. This was the weirdest conversation I've ever had. Wow. And then it took a couple days and it came back. I was like, what the fuck was that? And it was like this whole hate speech policy that came back. And I was looking at the old bird. I'm like, did I say anything crazy at all? I was just asking him questions.
You never say anything like, yeah, but it's got to be like in a room, like friends.
Oh, yeah. Well, I also
then
wasn't
you get
like
racist,
drunk.
but
Yeah.
not in front of Uber
But
drivers.
I wasn't drunk or anything. That's the thing. It wasn't like I was just on a good one just talking shit. Like I wasn't even saying anything.
Bro, that's
It
a
was
hate
the
crime on
weirdest thing.
you, homie.
Yeah, he was like some Brazilian dude. The whole thing was fucking weird. Yeah, Brazilians. No. He was a white dude though. That was the thing. He was a white dude. I don't know.
Who
The whole
knows,
thing was
man?
fucking weird. The whole thing was weird. Anyway,
That sucks. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Man, so you had the struggle with Lyft then for a while.
I mean, I don't use it every day. So like,
Lyft is
it was
trash.
back by the time I had to go back out. Yeah. I don't use Uber that often. Lyft is kind of trash though.
Sarah, do you use Uber or Lyft a lot?
I used to more. I feel like I used to live in Mission Hills, and all the clubs were right downtown, and so like the Uber was super cheap. So a lot of the time, I just Uber.
And by clubs, you mean comedy
clubs.
Cool.
Yes. But yeah, not a lot of like super noteworthy experiences. I definitely am the one that like they trust too much. Like they talk to me more than I talk to them. I have a face that you just want to tell your secrets to.
You might be good looking, Sarah. Like, I hate to spoil it for you. Like I don't know why guys just want to talk to me.
What's like the craziest thing anyone's ever told you? Like somebody you didn't know.
Yeah. I had one woman show me that she was tracking her boyfriend because he was cheating on her. And so she was showing me and like had his like all of his passwords to all of his social media, was showing me all the
Jesus
conversations.
Christ.
She was like 45. I was like, wow, this was good detective work for a 45-year-old woman.
So
but
what was she like? What was she seeing? Like full on messages, conversations.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't like if he was cheating, he was keeping it a little cryptic. But
Really?
she was a little but she was gonna figure it out.
But tracking, would you ever track somebody's? I would never track their whereabouts. Like, would you? I would never do that. If I have to do that, I think I should just break up with the person. I think it's kind of
Yeah.
over, you know.
I'm
like,
on the same vibe.
I share my location with my boyfriend.
But that's a little different. Just sharing it like voluntarily. But I
Yeah.
mean, like
if like I had to. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like you're in the shower and I'm over here installing an app.
Yes.
Oh.
If I figured out that someone was tracking me
Yeah.
against my will, I would lose my fucking mind.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a deal breaker.
Yeah, no,
Weird.
for
That's
sure.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I even think the other way. Like if you thought like, oh, I need to track my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's
Probably
a good.
need to, yeah.
You probably should have called it quits
Yeah.
a few days ago. Yeah.
I'm not gonna live like that.
No.
I feel
fear.
like, is there ever a situation where a dude's like being shady, but he's actually like doing something good? Like, you know what I
Girls
mean?
say
Like-
that about like when they're getting ready to propose. Guys act the same way as they do when they're cheating.
Oh.
Like they start like not wanting to have like big conversations.
That
like
could be your
telling
plan.
secrets.
That could be your plan B.
Do-
when you get caught, you're like, "Fuck! Now I gotta propose
just have
to
the
you."
just have the ring.
Or
waiting.
yeah, just do it simultaneously. Do it simultaneously.
Look, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get the burner photo going, boys.
Always have a ring on standby.
Yeah. I was gonna propose, but,
Sarah,
you
thank
know.
you so much.
I do what I can for you guys.
We're back in the game.
Yeah.
So your boner question.
Excuse me? All right, I texted you guys. I was like, I didn't want to forget, but I had a conversation with a friend the other night, and he kind of made fun of me, but I wanted to see what you guys thought. And Sarah, you can chime in. You've probably run into a situation like this. Talking to my buddy, and I was telling him the story how I before a DJ gig, I fucking jerked off in the shower, and then about an hour later, I was at the club, and I had 2 females come up to me, and they were like dancing and touching. I was like, oh, these chicks are probably on Molly or something, and they start like messing around with my zipper, and I'm like, yo, this usually doesn't. There's always stories of like, oh, like DJs getting hand jobs. Doesn't happen much. I'm just gonna tell you guys, doesn't happen much. Doesn't happen
like 12
much.
stories.
He just wanted to tell this story. There was no question about this. He's like, he just wanted to tell the story by the time he got jerked off.
I
at the
did
club.
it. That's the thing. I did it. But I like where your head's at. And they're going, and then so in the middle of this, like they start unzipping my pants, and I'm about to get a hand job. I'm like, cool. And then I'm like, oh shit, I fucking jerked off an hour ago. And me personally, I was like, there's no chance of, it's a gummy worm now. Like it's not doing anything special. And I'm like, fuck. This is like the first time I've ever like, damn, dude, like I want to get a boner. I'm not going to. And my buddy's like, what, you can't get a boner an hour after you jacked off? I honestly want to ask you guys, an hour after, my dick ain't doing shit.
Well, I mean, did you do like the long session where you find all the good content you like? Long session, you bleeding it out.
Yeah,
the Bradley jack off.
Yeah, or was this like the girlfriend's in the bathroom? I need to get a quick
Right. Yeah, you're walking in the hallway. You're like, real quick. Yeah, and then,
I don't remember. All I know was it was like an hour and a half later, and these chicks were like all about it. Let's get this DJ a hand job, and my dick was just like.
But I feel like if
an hour's enough recovery time.
Really?
Hours enough, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, when you're like 22, it's like 15 minutes. You're fucking.
I mean,
good
but
to go.
you're not in your living room. This is like a DJ booth. There's people like, and I'm not saying like I was like put on the spot, but I was like between all that,
I mean,
it just wasn't happening.
It would take some serious work. It's not like she would touch my dick and it would be like
exactly. And I mean, like
what if it was like the hottest chick you'd ever seen in your entire life? Like I don't know, your dream girl.
No, I don't think so. No, like
that wouldn't change the scenario.
Okay, put it like this: like like Wedding Crashers, the scene in Wedding Crashers when homeboy's getting like a hand job at the table. Like, if you just jerked off an hour before that, and this hot chick was trying to get on her table, like there's people, like you're not focused on like, all right, let's get this boner real quick. Like there's people around.
I know, but that's what makes it.
If it's a dry hobo jerk down, maybe not.
Maybe, yeah.
My feelings would be hurt if you didn't get hard.
I think
Just start a fight.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. The girls, I felt a little bad at it. What am I gonna say? Like, hey, I jerked off earlier. Don't worry.
You should have said that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
Bro,
that.
it's a DJ. It's a DJ booth. It's a club. Like,
but
no, dude.
Lie. Be like, I just fucked or something.
I looked at her. I was like, you're not hot. Sorry. Next.
Nightmare.
Bring the next.
That's a full-blown ED movement.
Yeah, right. But my buddy was like, oh, fucking hour. No, I would have been rock hard. I'm like, what?
Dudes I fucking hate
Yeah,
dudes in general. I hate when dudes talk
Thank
like
you.
that. Like, shut the fuck up.
Like, I don't know, man.
bro. Not me. Not me.
I fuck.
Yeah.
My dick's hard right
my
now.
dick is always hard.
Oh, she doesn't like me? She must be a lesbian.
Yeah.
Not me, bro.
It sounds super hetero to be like, my dick gets harder than your dick.
It does, right?
Do women have like that same conversation with their friends? Like, oh my god, my vagina gets way wetter than yours.
No. If anything, we're just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I feel like anytime you're talking about like being wet, right? Like squirters. I feel like every time I've been with like a squirter and it hasn't been much, they apologize. They're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, don't be.
Yeah.
I can swim. Don't be sorry.
Yeah. I feel like we're just apology machines no matter what we do. Yeah.
Well, be it like I was with this one chick and she would always apologize and she got super wet and it's not because of me. You guys know I don't get boners. I don't get boners. I can't get a boner.
That's why you need them wet, because you can just fucking shove floppy in.
Put your balls in.
Yeah.
And she'd
The
apologize.
whole
Like,
package.
I was like, dude, don't worry about it. And I told her, I was like, 2 things. 1, it's hot. And 2, it's like, I feel good because I'm I'm getting this chick wet. But she told me, she's like, no, I just get like that. I was like, okay.
This comedian who I opened for recently was telling a story that the first time she was with her now ex-boyfriend, he was going down on her and she's a squirter. And she was like, and I just pissed all over his fucking face. And she tried stopping him, same thing, but he didn't, and it was his funeral.
It's not piss.
I wouldn't be
Right?
mad.
It is piss.
Yeah,
It's a mixture of different.
It's almost all piss.
It doesn't
That's not
taste
what I
like
heard.
piss. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? I don't care.
I think that's a healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
I just need everyone to have informed consent.
sure.
It is mostly piss.
All right, fair enough.
I know that's
You're
not what
pulling
I
up,
heard.
you're,
but
you're pulling up the study right beforehand. Like,
Yeah.
We're eating
Yeah.
ass in 2023. Who gives
Yeah,
a
I
fuck
gotta
about
say,
your
I
piss?
I gotta say, if it's mostly piss, then the women that I've been with who are scooters are really well hydrated.
Yeah.
Like, drinking
that's a
tons
good
of water.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
carry these things around for a reason. So when we squirt,
Holy
it's
shit.
crystal clear.
Now it makes sense.
that's quite the thermos you got there. I know they don't call them thermoses anymore, but that looks like a thermos.
93.
Yeah, it's
it's just,
those old
filled with
thermoses?
matzo ball
Yeah.
soup. That's
yeah,
all.
right. It's just matzo ball soup. in
Like
here.
grandpa's like beige colored thermos. That's what it kind of looks like.
I wish that was
That,
actually
that's kind of a look. I bet we could bring that back.
For sure. I feel like Kanye brought that back. Like
I mean,
the
like you're
beige
wearing
everything.
Carhartt. We're all about the working class man right
Yeah,
now.
dude,
Yeah.
for sure.
Buying
Let's
working
go.
class attire for like $300 a shirt.
Yeah, yeah, for Gen Z girls.
It really was. Zoolander was really ahead of its time with the whole like dressing like a homeless person is expensive
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like what was it, the derelict or whatever?
Derelict. Yeah. I actually watched that movie a couple weeks ago.
I'm getting bombarded with ads right now. They're basically like high end Nike knockoff. They're not knockoffs, but like it's a brand that kind of mimics Nike, but they're very expensive. You know, like $600 sneakers, and they're all beat up. Like they're designed to look all beat up.
ew.
Like, dude, this is so
Not
fucking
for
weird.
shoes.
Yeah, dude,
It's
I know
weird.
exactly which ones you're talking about.
There's two brands specifically,
Yeah.
and they look really cool, but they're made to look beat up, and it's just I
you know
find it
what
annoying.
those shoes look like is they look like the kind of shoes where like if you're about to like get in a fight with somebody, you look at them and you're like, oh no, this guy's got nothing to live for.
Yeah. You don't give a fuck.
I'm stepping back from this dude.
It's
Those are what
so
they look
weird.
like.
It's so weird. I don't know why that's a thing. It doesn't
I
make
think
sense to me.
it's always been a thing in fashion. I don't know why.
to look like you don't give a fuck, right? Like,
Yeah, and I
don't
think
give a fuck,
I don't know. I'm probably talking on my ass right now, but I think it comes from like L.A., like Hollywood, because there's a lot. I've met a lot of people, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Like there's a group of people, and they're like,
Yeah.
"That guy over there, like he's the homie," and I was like, "The homeless guy," and they're like, "No, he's like rich as fuck."
yeah.
Rich
I was like,
people
really?
love cosplaying
Yeah,
for.
yeah, and yes,
that's a
and
good way to put it.
They love it.
Yeah,
I've met multiple guys that are rich. He's like a director or like really young, like indie director dude, full beard, like a tear in the shirt, nicest dude ever. But like my friends are like, yeah, he's like super rich. I'm like,
Because they don't
"You
want to
sure?"
get robbed.
Maybe, but I think that's part of it. There's that like, you don't give a fuck. You really don't give a fuck what people think about you.
Well,
You're
if-
rich as shit.
If you could, I was at an event where everyone was wearing a tuxedo, and I've been in this event twice now. But the first time I wore a tuxedo, like a fucking asshole, and I'm looking around, and all the cool people are not wearing fucking tuxedos.
What were they wearing?
Just what? Like some guy was wearing an actual like a leather T-shirt. It was very odd, but like a leather T-shirt, like kind of oversized T-shirt. He had a bunch of chains on.
Like
it-
a
was this-
fashion move.
Yeah, but he had
Was
like
this a kink
Gucci
event?
flip flops and like everyone else is wearing literal tuxedos.
So he was a DJ.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there was shit like that. A lot of stuff like that. So when I went this year, I was like, I'm not wearing a fucking tuxedo. Like I want to wear. I wore ripped jeans. I wore a blazer, but like ripped jeans.
Well, it makes you look like an amateur when you show up with like a
overdressed,
suit.
like a
yeah,
dickhead.
overdressed. Yeah.
Like either really try hard or like you're from like a noble
Yeah.
family in England or some shit. Like,
Right.
we were in Vegas years ago for my friend's bachelor party, and like one of my like we all were getting dressed up to go to the club on like the last night we were there. We were getting like a party bus and everything, and one of our friends who like does not go out very often. He hates clubs. Like he'll go to like a little dive bar, that's it. But like absolutely hates clubs. But like when he's in Vegas, he's all about Vegas shit.
looking nice.
Yeah. And like, dude, this
It makes sense there though.
this guy, like, we were all dressed up in like normal club clothes, and this dude comes out in a full on like suit and tie. And like the worst part about it is it wasn't tailored. It was
Oh,
super,
yeah, no,
it was super baggy.
That's
dude.
the worst.
It was-
Men's warehouse
Yeah.
in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it was like super baggy, like like hanging, like the pants were like hanging off him, like it was fucking
That's a
bad.
bad
And
look,
like
yeah,
we were,
yeah.
and we were probably like late 20s and early 30s, and we had met like a group of girls who were all like 22, 23, and we were like hanging out with them and partying with them all weekend. And like that last night we're all gonna go to this club. You guys want to go? So we meet up with them, and they're like looking at this dude like, what the fuck are you you wearing? And he's like a bigger dude, right? And
let the guy, sadder.
And we're all like, he looks like Uncle Fester.
Oh and, my goodness, Christ.
And and like, so we're on the party bus, and like everyone's like dancing and drinking, having a good time, you know. And at some point, like the driver like accelerates kind of fast. And like he just starts, he's in his big swimming in his suit, like just tumbles back and falls on top of like the smallest girl in their group. And like all you see is him like
kills her.
He's like a freaking turtle on his back, you know. And all you see is her arms and legs under him going.
I'm feeling bad for this guy now.
Wait, do I know this guy? Is that the guy I know?
You've probably met him before.
I thought it was
You know what's
a sweaty
the worst,
dude that I know.
No, not him.
God, I fucking hate that guy. Just thinking about it, Sarah. Imagine the guy is like he's about my weight, but he's a foot shorter than me, and he's just sweaty and breathing and telling you stories that you don't want to hear.
Oh, that's the worst.
High school football stories.
It's just right in your face, and he's got no sleeves on, and he's sweating, and he puts his arm around you, and he's just like, yeah, what's
an
up,
offensive
bro?
existence.
Sounds like a cool guy.
He looks like John Belushi.
Just like, please don't touch me, and please stop talking to me. And I'm a big dude. I couldn't imagine being little. Girl, something, right? Anyway, sorry.
The worst thing for me is people that have like a shtick. I know you've seen this guy. You might have seen this guy. You guys know Ali G, right?
Yeah.
The character. He dresses up in the yellow suit. There's a guy in San Diego that dresses up like him. Have you seen him?
No.
Wow, you guys haven't seen it. Well,
I know there's a guy in PB who wears like these weird suits all the time.
yeah, that guy's the second guy I was going to talk about. There's this guy that this kid dresses up like he's a younger dude, looks younger. He dresses up like he's a 1950s gangster, like, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a shtick. That's
up the
all he
Negroes.
wears.
Yeah.
That's all he wears. And I hate it because then he goes out and people are like, oh my God. And being a DJ, I just see this all the time. I've seen this guy multiple times in the last 15 years. So I'm just like, this motherfucker just going out.
The same guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
he's
guy's
been
been
out
around-
there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He lives here. He probably has a fucking job at a bank and he probably goes out on the weekends and wears his shtick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Does he have like the full-on like zoot suit?
Yes. The whole thing. Like, it's impressive at first and then it just gets on your nerves. And then there's the other guy that dresses up like Ali G and like starts little fucking like dance circles on the dance floor and fucks up the vibe. Oh,
And is this an older gentleman as well?
no, these are they're probably in their 30s now, like early 30s. It's been a long time.
They've
But
been out since they were 15 years old. Carrying on in TV.
I don't know. I don't know.
Shoney's set. Ruining
Somebody
the
check
fucking
that
vibe.
motherfucker's ID.
This guy has enemies.
I swear
I
to God.
hope they see this and just seek you out now.
No, but it's like, Sarah, imagine if like somebody shows up to your comedy show and they're like kind of like seeking attention.
Yeah.
You don't care. You're just like, whatever, do your thing, but you constantly see
Yeah,
them.
no.
And it reminds me of almost like the guys like the Native American dude downtown that used to have the shake weights.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember him? Like, he's like, I don't know if he's homeless, he kind of loses his mind or what, but he just stands on the corner and like does something. It's cool at first, but after a while, it's just like, what are you like? What are you doing?
That's fine. I mean,
Is it? Well, you see it a lot though. That's what I'm
Remember the
saying.
guy that would always run downtown? Remember, he would always be shirtless running.
Black dude.
Yeah, black dude.
Yep.
And he was
Jacked.
just going for like a normal run, but he'd run down Fifth, up and down, back and forth.
Oh.
You know, like at 9:30.
Yeah.
You know, like right whenever it's like, stop. Come on, man. Come
Yeah.
on. Stop it. Stop
Dude,
it.
pecs were just huge.
Yeah. But he's like, gotta run down Fifth.
This one sounds more like jealousy. The other one,
No, but
the
come
other
on.
ones I totally get.
You know, those fucking ripped dudes.
I agree with you. I actually agree with you. But also, do you
Yeah.
have to run down Fifth?
Yeah, if it was like the girl equivalent, like just like the hottest girl with the craziest ass doing the same thing, I'd be like,
Always,
come
every
on.
Friday.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
lady
The
every
jealousy
Friday.
grows.
We get it. We
Jealousy
get
grows.
it. You're hot and
Yeah.
better than us.
Exactly.
Thanks for calling me out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but yeah. No, but you have to think it must be such a sad little life to think that like you only have one level.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
must think that if they gave it up, no one would ever talk to them ever again.
Maybe.
I thought you were going to go the other way. It must be a sad little life to worry about what other people were doing.
Oh no. I said
Fuck
my-
it, that too.
I thought you
we all have made careers off of that.
I'm out here
We
talking
can't-
shit on 15-year-olds.
That's bread and butter right there.
yeah.
But no. They must be. But yeah, I don't like hanging around with them. I'm like, show me the real you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Well,
Yeah.
once is funny,
Yeah.
and then it's like,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
glad
know,
you
like,
guys are pieces of shit like me. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Thank you.
It was probably their therapist who was like, "Oh, you have like difficulty socializing. Like, do this one thing."
Yeah,
to help
yeah.
you."
Maybe that's
You know
all they
what I
have.
mean? Like,
And I'm an asshole. Maybe that's all they have. And they're just like, or maybe they have something where they're just, I don't know.
I've
but-
watched like incel YouTube where they like the advice that they give is like do something that makes people want to ask you a question, like something mysterious. So maybe they're just
that's not bad advice though,
Well,
really.
What was the I was listening to a whole podcast about like what's the weird guy's name that had like a TV show like,
Chris Angel?
no, like Mystery or something like that, or he was like he was like a male advice like pickup artist kind of dude.
Same
something like
vibes.
that.
Same vibes.
Yeah. And like they were going through like the whole history of like that like era of I think it was like the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like the whole pickup artist game. Like it was some fucking crazy shit listening to this.
Well, I think it's like those guys that are like pickup artists and you watch it, you're like, I feel like I don't know any women that would even find that remotely attractive, which,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. But I think they go lower. They pick the people that like have absolutely no clue what they're doing.
Well, yeah,
and they go, I know what I'm doing, so listen to me. And they're like, oh, okay. And they have a fucking, you know, goatee with a thing, with a fucking
Looking like
thing,
Tony
and you're just
Stark.
like, what? Yeah.
I
Like
think the thing is that if a guy looks like that but comes up to me with confidence, I'm like, what's he hiding? He's got it. You know what
okay,
I
there it
mean?
is. There it is then.
And it's also the shotgun method. Like if you never talk to anyone,
Yeah,
you're never gonna
yeah.
get laid. But if you just talk to everybody and get denied all the time,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But every once in a while,
Well, one of the other points that they were making in this podcast was like all the women they were dating, because there was a guy who wrote a book on it, like a journalist who like got involved in the whole community, and he's like, they're like all the women were like 21 years old, like fresh at the clubs.
Yeah.
So like at that
Perfect!
Is this a man?
yeah.
like,
Do I need to fuck him?
yeah, at that point, like anybody seems cool. You know, everything seems
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Like everything's like brand new. You're
it's
like,
I don't know, Jesse. I just really like his goatee.
Yeah.
You said the shotgun method.
Yeah.
Man, I did a DJ panel and I mentioned shotgun method and I fucking offended like 10 people.
really?
I don't know why.
Because of bringing up a gun? Is that why?
I don't know. Shotgun. I think I was talking about like people hitting on people. I was like the shotgun method. They all
like
took
because
it
it
wrong.
like invokes violence.
Invokes violence, or like somebody. They were all chicks, so they were like, "Oh, shotgun like method, like guys just hitting on chicks." I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
That's
I
so
offended
weird.
somebody. Yeah, it was weird,
That's so fucking weird. Why do people? Everyone's offended by something,
bro. And
It's-
this was like 10 years
Is it-
ago,
is-
and they
yeah.
didn't have me back on the panel. They're like, "Yeah, we had too many complaints." I'm like, about that, like.
is that like an ego thing, or like they just don't like the idea of dudes hitting on women?
I don't know. I
large
think
numbers?
maybe both. I think it's more of like you just mentioned a gun and guys hitting on women, and
Well, when you're talking to people, it's good practice. I don't know, men or women. Like it's good practice to just put yourself out there, just talk to somebody. I used to do it on purpose, just for the practice. Like it builds your confidence when you just walk up.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
We'd be out and I'd go sit at a table with like 10 girls, sit down, grab their drink, and take a sip. Because
Grab their drink.
Hey,
Put
hey.
a Quaalude in
Put a
it.
Quaalude in
put
it.
yourself out there. Put
And then
yourself out there.
follow them for 3 hours until they pass out.
Put your face in their hamburger.
Yeah.
If you don't shoot your shot,
This is Scoop shooting a shot downtown.
No, but it's just.
Hey, one for you, one for you. Everyone gets
it's not hard.
But it was good practice though. Just just
For sure,
put
for sure.
yourself in a bad
if
situation.
If you're not like going out and being social, it's like anything else. Like you don't work that muscle, it atrophies basically.
yeah, for
I joined this networking group, and it wasn't like a younger like in the like maybe like nightlife industry kind of like thing. It was more of like outside, and I was just checking it out. I had to like pay for it.
Yeah.
It was like every Wednesday morning at like 7 a.m. and the first thing you have to do is everyone's at a table and you have to like stand up and introduce yourself and like
Toastmasters.
yeah, kind of like that. And it's like you have to pitch yourself. But I noticed, like you're saying, put yourself out there. Is if I showed up the first time I did, I was pretty shook. I was like, oh fuck. And then like the person at the end of the table starts, and the next person gets up and it gets closer. I was like,
school.
like I can't breathe. And but I found that when I first got there and everyone's mingling and they had breakfast, if I went up to every fucking person and just shook their hand, like, hey, what is? Started talking, then I like kind of knew everyone in the room. So
Less
when it
scary.
came to me, I could get up and I would look at people and like kind of know their face.
Yeah.
And be
Humanize
like,
them a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. So then like you know, and then another trick I did was like the person next to me would go up and be like, hey, my name's Jim. You know, I do this, blah, blah, blah. I would like get really into it, be like,
Good for you, Jim.
Jim. And just like bring a little more attention to myself before the floodgates, you know. So tips for all you people out there, you know, Quaaludes and
Way to go, Jim.
good job, Jim. Hey, this guy, who is this guy? Pat him on the back.
Where was everybody there like super old?
Yeah. It was like weird. Like it actually brought more attention to me because I was a DJ and I told everyone, I was like, hey, I'm a DJ and I'm trying to do like outside.
They're like, oh, on the FM?
Yeah. Oh, weddings. And then it actually didn't work because one of the guys that was like running it had me DJ his kid's party and I told him my rate and he's like, oh yeah, we can't pay that much. And what happened to me in the nightlife industry just happened to me there. And I'm like, people didn't want to pay. And I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But, hi, my name's DJ Schoeny and I'm out.
And fuck you, Jim.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck Jim. This fucking asshole.
Cheap bastard.
Your pitch fucking sucked, Jim.
Really hurt his feelings. I texted you guys earlier. I don't know if Sarah knows this, but Janet Jackson just had an interview. And one of I think it was on the Breakfast Club or something. And one of the DJs says something about hot Cheetos. And she's like, what?
That's a good.
She sounds like Michael Jackson. You know, hot Cheetos? And she legit doesn't know what hot Cheetos is, and it fucking pisses me off, dude. Because I hate celebrities that are like, huh?
privilege.
What? Hot Cheetos? What?
But
Who's famous? What?
She really doesn't know what it is.
No, dude.
Do you think that Janet Jackson has been in a gas station, corner store, Vons, Safeway, whatever?
No.
In probably 30 fucking years.
No.
She
And
probably,
that's what pisses me off.
she probably doesn't even go on the internet.
No.
She probably doesn't drive. She probably hasn't driven since fucking Bush 1 was president. Like, that's not an exaggeration.
Yeah,
she might
you're
have
probably
never
right.
driven.
Yeah, or that. Yeah.
She probably never had a driver's license.
It just pisses me off that someone. I know, I get it, I understand,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I agree with everything you're saying, but it just pisses me off that somebody. I don't know what.
She
Hot
should be banned from
Cheetos?
San Diego.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I agree.
From San Diego? She lives here.
She should be banned from here. No, but I feel like that's our
Banned from
city
everywhere.
food.
Queen of San Diego has spoken.
Yeah.
Make the phone calls.
Gavel.
What's crazier is that she had a baby at like 51.
That's not even safe, right?
She has a whole baby
It just
and
fell
doesn't know
out.
what hot Cheetos. That's what's more upsetting to me is that she's raising a child under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Maybe
celebrities
circumstances.
like try to do like a like mention someone in like the public eye or something or like a reference and it's just like it doesn't even make sense because they don't know.
Yeah.
They're just like, huh, what? And I don't blame them. They don't need
Wait,
to know. They're
is she
celebrities.
married or anything, or she just like decided to have a kid?
I don't think she's married, but I don't actually know the answer. Hilary Swank also having a whole baby.
Not a half one.
Yeah.
Is it like? So wait, if you're that's dangerous as fuck, right? That's what I always thought.
Yeah,
It's
it gets a
super
little
dangerous.
dangerous.
It's dangerous.
So why are they just adopt some fucking African kids like everybody else,
Yeah, do it.
right?
Yeah.
You guys look at me like I'm crazy. Stop
No,
looking
I
at me
think
like that.
I think the urge that you guys like men have to fuck everything is like the same kind of like I don't know.
like drive.
Like a
or-
mature-
yeah, that
maternal
women.
urge?
Yeah, that women have to like want to have a baby.
birth everything.
So you think it's like the
Birth every
same?
fucking
You're saying it's
kid.
like the same like
Like I think like it's probably like evolutionarily like as hardwired to
Yeah.
want to.
so Janet's like fuck it, I'm bored. Let's have a baby.
Yeah.
It'll make me feel better.
When that
Yeah.
kid is 17 or 18, she'll be 70,
Dead.
right?
My dad had me super old, but I know it's
It's a little
different.
different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, I had a friend in high school when we were at the end of high school. He was almost 80. Yeah, his
Yeah.
dad
Wow.
was. His mom was young, like, like 50 or something like that. But when we
Dude,
were in
my
high school,
parents 20 and 23.
My dad's 83 right now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty
pretty
close, right? Yeah, it's probably about the same, right?
1939. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
My grandpa
fuck,
just
that's
passed
crazy.
like last year and he was like 92, 93. So wow, that's crazy.
Hitler invaded Poland the year my dad was born. Isn't
Whoa!
that?
Oh, shit, yeah, 1939.
What?
Holy fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The depression's going on.
The-
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking wow.
That's
so
nuts.
crazy.
That's nuts.
And his youngest kid is 10.
I love this guy. I love it.
Yeah.
Spread that seed, sir.
He's having more sex than me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Minus the Quaaludes.
Minus
Yeah.
the
He
Quaaludes.
hasn't even had to use Quaaludes once.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. So
Wait, how old is
children's
his
span-
oldest kid? Does he have? Is there one older than you?
55, I think.
Holy
You
shit.
guys span the whole
That's what I'm
spectrum.
saying.
Whoa,
Holy shit!
that's wild.
I don't know who, like, Truman or something was president when he was born.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Dude, he
Holy
probably knew
shit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, so yeah, you have a 50-something-year-old sibling.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
And are you close to all of them?
Close enough. I mean, like, I grew up with one sister, and it was just like us two the whole time. And so the much older one and much younger one, I didn't like grow up with, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, we're all going to Seattle in a couple weeks to see family.
I bet it's just got to be like an uncle, aunt relationship.
Yeah.
Even though it's direct sibling, but yeah.
Right, exactly.
The age difference.
It's like those situations where like a dad has like a kid, like when the son also has a kid, or like the
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and they're like the same age.
And they're
One's-
basically
one's in the-
siblings,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
My
Well,
mom is like the same age as my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's fucking wild.
Damn, that's crazy.
Fun little family.
This kind of reminds me of there's a Vince Vaughn movie where he's a sperm donor and like they split his sperm or something. He has like multiple kids. It's kind of stupid, but kind of the same deal.
Yeah.
Delivery Man.
Maybe
That was
I don't
based.
know.
That was based on a true story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was
Even
there was
better.
really a guy who like was donating his sperm, and the
The offspring or whatever.
no, the guy who was like running the fertility clinic was like scamming everyone
Oh,
and like only using his sperm.
Oh, shit.
'Cause,
Like,
like,
saying that you're, because you pay more to have better sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you the like profiles of like the
Yeah,
the
NFL
donors.
baby over here.
Yeah,
They want your
seriously.
shitty ass sperm.
Harvard sperm.
Oh, we have a DJ producer. They're like, ugh. Well, that one's $50. So you might want to think about that one. Yeah.
The DJ one is tainted.
DJ, you could pick that one up in the waiting room.
I looked into selling my eggs once. The price goes down if you're Jewish. I was like, damn it.
Really?
Is that real?
It's real. It's because there's all those diseases that
Yeah.
Ashkenazi kids have, and
Yeah.
also some people just don't want a Jew baby.
Yeah.
Wait, do they test your like DNA? Like, how do they even know?
I'm sure
it?
they do test your genealogy and
Probably,
everything like
yeah.
that, but
They do an X-ray and there's a Star of David in your
it's,
womb.
yeah, right.
They're like, oh wow.
They check behind your ear. They're just like, yep, there
There
it
it
is.
is.
There it is.
I didn't get that
You
joke.
tried.
I didn't get that.
I don't know.
It's just checking that.
Oh,
you're
sorry. I
Jewish.
thought maybe there's like something like Jews have something behind their ear.
Yeah, gills.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
like,
all
it's like
sorts of
Waterworld.
Yeah. But yeah, like if you have a college degree, price goes up. If it's from a private institution, it goes up.
Interesting.
Ivy League school, it goes up.
I mean, it makes
you
sense,
can really
right?
go there just to appraise your self-worth.
Yeah, you could.
Like what am I really worth in
Yeah.
real money terms? Not
It
I don't
could
know
be
if
like
I
a
wanna
dating
know.
tool. Like, hey, this is sign up for this.
Well,
If you're
don't you-
choosing between two women?
That'll be the kind of the future, though, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're like a decade away from just like
we're already there, basically.
making
like,
our babies.
Yeah.
Like build a baby.
Would you do that? I mean, I think
Build
I
a baby
would.
like the Build-A-Bear workshops.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
show up,
we're-
just show up in the mall.
We are
fucking-
moments away from that.
What's that? It's an older movie, Gattaca. I
So
think that's what
good.
it is. It's good,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
So
yeah,
good.
that's a great movie. But that's similar, right? Like you
Yeah,
get to
that's
pick
exactly it.
Yeah.
the genes of the baby. And why would you give your baby a leg down? Is that a term? But
Yeah.
yeah,
or-
why would you do that if you had the choice, right? I
Right.
want a natural birth. All right, bro. Like,
Hold
cool
up.
story, but like
Yeah.
your kid's gonna have fucking cystic fibrosis or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
The chances of
Well,
something.
yeah.
Well, then it becomes like the cosmetic things, just like
I don't want my kid looking like me. Yeah. yes.
You would have
This
to. You would have
change
to
it.
think like
Change it.
how you want it to look. Like you would basically like, okay, I want a kid to have like this kind of appearance. You know what I mean? But like, do you really know like how exactly they're gonna turn out?
well,
like,
and also if they have a hard time, they're gonna blame you. You're like, you built me.
oh, for sure,
you
yeah.
chose all of this.
But like people choose the interior decor of like their own home and it looks like shit.
Yeah.
So like would you
Right.
really trust someone to like design a fucking baby? Like Like, bro, what the fuck were you thinking?
There's gonna become designers, and this guy makes the best baby. Right?
yeah.
He's killing
He knows
it.
which genes to fucking turn on. And off.
Dude, that
do,
shit- that
do,
20
do it yourself YouTube tutorials on how to build your fucking baby.
2025 release he had. Woo!
Yeah.
This
Smokers.
reminds me of like Cyberpunk or some shit. Like you go to the guy, you know, he's got like some crazy outfit on, glass eye. He's like, that's the guy. That's the guy. Yeah, you got to give him 20,000 credits.
I'm kind of glad like I'm gonna die, dude. Like I'm looking forward to death because I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle like what's
All
going on.
this.
Like if in like 20 years we start like being able to like make babies and shit, I'm not ready for that. Like hell no.
You're,
That's what's
you're
fun
walking
about what
around,
we
some little shits yelling at you like, you fucking normie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that type of shit. Like I'm good. Like I honestly feel like when I get older and it's like time to die, I'm gonna be cool with that. I'm gonna be like, hey man, I lived my life. There's some weird shit going on. I want out of here.
You see why like old men get so set in their ways? They're like, I'm over it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm already there sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm definitely there. Yeah.
Do you think
for sure.
that like these little shits, if they're like custom built, are like really gonna look at like down on normal fucking, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
fuck yeah, you
Yeah.
would. Hell yeah.
For sure.
Dude, if you're born into a lot of money, you look down on other people. I have a cousin who's born in a lot of money. He the way he talks sometimes, I'm like, bro, just like he says crazy ass shit, like just about
Yeah.
like poor people or something. And I'm like, dog, you were born on third base. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like the way he says stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, like
But even these like custom made little shits, like a lot of
Yeah.
them are gonna be failures. Like, you know what I mean?
How
Like,
so?
you just can't have like. You can't have all successful people. Like, it just doesn't work.
Right.
Who knows, dude? Maybe.
They're gonna be making like sad emo songs about like being a custom baby and still being a failure.
Keep talking. Keep talking. I like that.
but yeah, you don't think that's gonna happen? People are gonna be looking down. It's gotta happen.
I think so.
I mean, probably.
It's
yeah.
eugenics.
Look
You
at
know
look
what I
at,
mean?
look at athletes right now. It's like athletes now looking at athletes from like the 1920s.
Garbage. Yeah.
Garbage, and they're gonna judge, like, you know what I mean, and we're gapping that, like we're skipping that. Now it's gonna be like these little babies that have been made that are perfect, and then
We
I'm
judge
80
people for
over
having
here.
an android. Of course, we're gonna judge people for not being.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
That really is a thing.
Well, it's just annoying. It's not because I'm a big Apple fanboy, but when you're trying to send shit back and forth, and I'm trying to like
The group chat
yeah,
gets
it's like
weird.
I agree, but I feel like it'd be really weird if everyone had iPhones. Wouldn't that be weird? I feel like too much power for Apple.
But we're practically there.
Yeah.
They have that power. That's why
Are
they
we, though?
make shitty shit now.
Well, that's like the whole reason why.
That's true.
The whole reason
That's
why
shitty
like
shit.
you get like the videos look like shit when you send from an iPhone to an Android or vice versa is because it's like two different servers or whatever. So when they and this is all like
they do it on purpose.
this is what
Yeah,
Apple does it on
yeah.
purpose.
I was gonna say we have so much technology, and we can't fix me sending a picture to Alex and it looking like shit. Like,
It makes sense though. I mean, fuck them, right? If you're Apple, like fuck them.
Yeah,
guess
Yeah.
so.
Like, why would you give that over? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I don't know.
because you're a dick.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm trying to get some money over here. I mean,
What? You don't have enough?
they're ruthless. No, we don't have enough.
I don't know, man.
Get those fucking Chinese kids working. Foxconn, baby. Fucking, I don't care if their fingers are bleeding. Get back to work.
If they're jumping out the windows, put the safety nets up.
Get the safety nuts up, boys.
Tasteless.
Fuck them.
I don't know, man. I feel like I just look at my MacBook Pro sometimes and I'm like, wow, this thing's cool. You know,
Yeah,
I'm just
they
like,
make
damn,
good shit.
technology's dope.
It's working on you.
Yeah.
It's working on you.
Yeah.
All the branding. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
For
technology
sure.
is dope. I mean, I will never switch.
I know some people are like, I don't know, technology, Apple, they listen to you. Like, one of the things is people come over and I'm like, Alexa, turn on the TV, and they're, oh, you got the Alexa Cube. You know, people are listening. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She turns my TV on for me. It's dope. It's fucking dope.
I mean, yeah, I think
tell her to turn on the
there's some of that,
fucking
yeah.
Fight Club, and Fight Club's on.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's something to be said for that, for sure.
Don't
For
give a
sure.
fuck. Yeah, I don't give
I
a
do
fuck.
understand the people that are super about the privacy stuff. I mean, because I feel like if you give them anything, they'll take it all. There was that Xbox. It was I don't know, what's the Xbox One, I think is the last one, right? Or no, wait. Well, it doesn't matter. But the previous generation, it came out with that camera system, but it had LiDAR in it, which is laser radar, and it was mapping out your house without your permission.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's like, why are they taking that data? Like, no one
Yeah.
agreed to
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing over here, you know?
There was somebody who did like who mapped out what was being sent. They like basically it was a tech reporter, and they did their entire home and like with all smart technology, everything from like light bulbs to fucking light switches, like all of it was smart, you know, programming, Alexa, whatever. and like with like the Roombas or whatever,
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, like you could literally like they were tracking all the information that went out from their router or whatever.
Oh, because Roombas like they
Yeah,
build
yeah.
out your place with
Because like,
oh,
like
wow.
literally like you could like see like your entire apartment or whatever,
Yeah.
like from like everything, like all the technology. It's like they could like if you were to gather all this information, you would know what the inside of someone's place basically looked like.
Fuck yeah, you would. Well, it's like have you seen the Ring? You know, Ring the doorbell.
Yeah,
They're making that camera that
The drone.
the drone, and it flies around your house, and it's a camera flying around.
Fuck.
Just
And
looking.
it puts when you're not home, you tell
so
it
you
to
can
take
go
off.
look around.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's
like
actually
security,
fucking cool.
like if you
That's
thought
cool.
somebody like if you thought somebody broke into your place, you could like send the drone down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey,
Yeah,
you.
you put a fucking taser on it.
Yeah.
Like, Sarah, get out of my house.
Bitch, what are you doing? I told you to leave me alone. Wow, that's wild.
I would
looks
just
cool,
follow
though,
my
right?
dogs around.
Hey, the drone's just like
Yeah, just chase them, torment them.
There probably has a speaker on it too.
Yeah.
You're
I
like, good
still-
boy.
Dude, drones are weird. Like I feel like they're about to take off, but they kind of like don't. Like we have them, but we haven't implemented them. With like
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, like Amazon's gonna start dropping off packages with
I don't
drones,
know. I think-
Yeah.
and then we forget about it. We don't talk about it for like a couple years. Like what's up with
I
drones?
think
The thing
that-
is
yeah.
like if you're doing like a 1-for-1 package delivery, that doesn't save you anything, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it's the same thing with the reason that Uber has problems is because like they can scale up the fucking like they can remove the friction of like how to like order a cab, but it's still a 1-for-1 service.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like scale up the way economically like you would with other technologies.
Yeah,
It's the
like
same-
iTunes or some shit. Like you can just infinitely scale that. You know, they're
Yeah,
just selling
yeah.
the same song over and over.
MP3s, yeah, streaming. I want to go to San Francisco and try that ride share with no drivers. Like it's a legit thing.
Yeah.
It's not this like one-off thing. They have it. I forget what it's called, but
I've
it's
seen it. Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen
There's
it.
no driver and it's an Uber and they just take you around. It's supposed to be like super safe. I want to try it.
Yeah, that's fun. I like
It
that.
sounds cool.
Yeah. I think for the first 5 minutes, then you're
No
just like,
small
okay.
talk. I'm all for it.
I
That's
know,
a
right?
great point. That's a great point.
No hate crimes on Scoop. Jesus, sign me up.
I really wish they would just have like the silent ride like button or whatever you could press.
I thought
dude.
they did though.
They started asking for preferences, like, you
Yeah.
know, and I always am like, I would like a quiet ride, and no one ever listens.
Yeah, no one has-
This you do silently. That's what my friend does. I thought there was a preference. You change it and say you're deaf.
Yeah.
And then like most of them don't know how to sign. And then if someone does, then you're like, hey, sorry. I just
Or
don't wanna talk."
hearing impaired.
Yeah, hearing impaired. Yeah.
I've had a deaf driver. That was a delight.
How
was
so?
it?
That would-
Like,
that would be
I kind of don't want to
amazing.
know.
Well, it was just like no talking.
Oh,
Can't
I
happen.
thought it was gonna be the other
okay.
way.
It was in my control. I don't know. I don't know
yeah.
sign language.
Dude, in my head, I'm like, Shoni, don't do your deaf person.
Yeah, don't do that.
do it.
We're
Don't
banned
do
from
it.
everything already. There's
I'm
no
gonna be
need.
good today. I'm gonna be good today.
Honestly, like I hate fucking like especially the airport pickup
Dog.
Yeah.
because they always want to know where'd you go, where
Yeah.
you go. I'm like, dude, I really don't want to have this fucking
Especially if
conversation.
you're on a flight
right
like
now.
across the country, like, dude.
Yeah, I want to
Fuck
get
off.
home and that's it.
Yeah. Either you're excited to get home. Sometimes I'm excited to get home, so I'm like, oh yeah, you know, when DJ does stay, blah blah. Oh, cool, you're a DJ. Blah. And then sometimes it's like, don't do it.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I'm drunk, I'm like telling them everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I do. the
I
same
have two
thing.
speeds. I shut the fuck up or I tell them everything.
Yeah, they probably hate it too.
They look at
for
you, they're
sure.
like, sober night, huh? You're like, shut up.
What was that show series I was on like HBO? It was a taxi cab confessionals or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And it was they had like I think they were in like Vegas, right?
I don't remember. I just remember the premise.
Yeah, so they had like the dashboard camera, which back then was probably like like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
big ass fucking thing. But yeah, they would just get like a bunch of like drunk people in Vegas and get them like talking, and then they would like post the conversations. And
I mean, that is pretty interesting. You probably hear some weird shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this was like now people would just stream that shit themselves.
Right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like back then, like the only way you could get it was like watching shit like that or like real sex or whatever.
And that's why tech is so
Real sex.
cool. Dude, if you want to find something, if you're interested, you can find it immediately. There's a whole community. You get involved in the community.
Oh, I love it. I
It's
love
crazy.
it. I just unpacked my basketball cards from the attic, and I'm putting them in like other sleeves and shit because I just put them in like the pages.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't. But now I've just been getting into like not getting into, but just watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, you're hoping you have a gem.
Hey, I might have a couple gems.
It's him and a bunch of
R.I.P.
12-year-olds in the community.
R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. Yeah, but like it's cool. You can like nerd out. Like if like this season you want to really go snowboarding a lot and you want to get your favorite board or like a nice board, you just YouTube.
Yeah, you can go down
Google.
crazy
level
rabbit
of
hole.
niche that there is. People
Yes.
get into the most obscure things and go so hard.
Yes.
It's
Do
interesting
you have one
that
that you
I
could tell?
yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I've gotten into certain things, and you see it on like TikTok a lot, like, you know, like moms packing their children's lunch.
Yes.
Exactly. That's a great example.
Yeah.
Wait,
And they have a
you watch
YouTube.
that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that. I love organizing. I love a woman who stays at home with her family.
Yeah, but it's like you're basically watching like a reality show.
Yeah.
Like we all can have our own reality show on your YouTube video.
My ex used to watch. It was rat traps.
Wait, what is it?
Oh
traps?
yeah, I watch those too.
Yeah.
Wait,
a
rat
guy.
traps?
Like they just put a camera on the rat trap.
No, it's a guy who analyzes all different types of rat traps.
And so I watch a guy that builds rat traps, but they're like super creative.
Oh,
And
this
it's
guy
like-
reviews on the market rat traps.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and my ex was super in it. We're not dating anymore. But
Wow.
so that's like
Yeah.
for me like as like niche as it gets.
What-
And like hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
One of the ones I watch is the guy who reviews like MREs from around the world.
Oh yeah.
That guy's funny. That's a good one.
Can people put in the comments shit that they? Because I want to go down their rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Put
a
that
good
down in the
idea.
comments, please. Anyway, sorry.
I watch the rat guy, and then this guy and his girlfriend or wife, they go garage sale.
Love.
Dude, really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
But he's looking for like sports cards, like old video games, and you know, the thumbnail will be like, "You will guess what we found." Like a box, he's opening it, and then it's an hour long, so I gotta like thumb through and like, screw up where it is. But then like he'll come across like an N64 box, and it's like a bunch of old people in their garage. They don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You know, their granddaughter left it or their kid left it a long time ago. So they find it, and then you know you could sell that shit for $200 if you want.
I'll give you there's an extension on YouTube where it shows you where the highlight came from in the video from the thumbnail. And then it shows the most watched or replayed areas in the
Well,
in
that's
the
already
video.
there on YouTube.
Yeah, but it'll show like it gives more detail,
Oh,
and then it'll
okay.
show where the ads are. So then you can and then it'll skip them for you if you want. But
Technology,
it shows where
baby.
not even just the ads from YouTube. I mean, like they're like in the video ads.
Wow.
It'll skip those.
Oh,
I need
cool.
that.
Yeah, it's legit. It saves so much time.
And that's just like an extension.
Yeah, it saves so much time. But yeah, then it shows you exactly where that happened, so you just jump right to it.
Oh,
you know?
dude.
And then
Kinda
you can
takes the
jump
fun,
around
but-
like, you know.
Scoop's a busy man. You can't wait.
Dude, who has
For
time?
real.
Don't do this fucking 30-minute
Hey.
video. I just want to see the ass that was in the
It is.
thumbnail.
The worst. So the worst part about it too is like shit. Content needs to be like a certain length and able to when you
Right.
want to like generate ad revenue or whatever. It's the same shit with like recipes when you go to like it's like literally.
Oh my gosh,
You like
yeah.
you have like an entire blog about like why they decided to make this meal and like what it means to them and like their grandma, like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
this whole like sob story about like the one time they were in Paris before the grandma died. You know what I mean? Like it's like, dude, like just give me the fucking. But they have to do it because there's no ad revenue if they just
If they do,
stick
yeah.
a
Have a
fucking
little,
recipe.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
some
longer-
people love that shit, though. You know, it's not you, but some
Yeah.
people just like they love the whole backstory and they're crying,
I hate
drinking
that.
wine.
Like all on the shows, I don't know what show it is. There's a million of them, but they do the backstory on the person that's about to perform. Like, what is it? What's the name of it? They people sing and they're
America
like, oh, man. They press a
Got
button or
Talent?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something got talent.
Yeah.
And they always give the backstory. And the backstory is always some fucking bullshit. It's like in black and white, like sepia. And they're like, my dog died and I've been masturbating for 2 weeks. And it's like,
They go to
so
their
when they-
shitty house.
Yeah. Oh, shitty as fuck,
Yeah.
dude. And then they come out, so you're already like kind of feeling bad for them. And then this beautiful voice comes out. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, I hate those shows, dude. Fuck off."
Yeah, like it feels kind of gross because it's like just
It does.
exploitation, and that's
Yeah.
how I felt about like what was it, the Tiger King or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I call it just white trash porn.
Yeah.
You know, like
But the story was so interesting, though.
It was.
There's something about white suffering. That's
yeah.
suffering.
But there's a point in the docuseries where that chick who lost her arm. Where, you know what I mean? She was she said the most insightful thing about the whole fucking thing. And she's like, yeah, nobody learned anything from all of this. And I was just that's how I felt at the end of it. I was there literally nothing was gained by this entire whether it was the people who were telling the story, who were being filmed, or the people who watched it, nobody gained anything.
I mean, the Tiger King, he's in jail now. That no one gives a
He's
fuck.
dying.
We're
He's
thanks
sick.
for the documentary. No one gives a
He
fuck
was
where
the
he is
bad
now.
guy, it turns
yeah,
out.
right, yeah.
I mean, we
Really shocking.
You don't think we gained anything from that?
No,
the
nothing.
memes, the entertainment
The
in the middle of the
Oh, the goddamn
pandemic.
memes.
Yeah,
I mean, we almost got sued
Yeah,
for
true.
making the jackets.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely the last time in this country where everybody was on the same page.
So you think that's nothing?
It was nothing.
You think that's nothing?
that was nothing.
I think that was bigger than the Will Smith Chris Rock slap, dude. That was
Fuck yeah, it was.
That was huge.
Yeah.
No, that was just sad when it came down to it.
That was
The
weird.
What
slap.
the Chris Rock Will Smith thing?
And they're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
trying to play off it.
And it felt a lot like it was just two aging artists and performers who
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was just, I don't know.
Plus-
if they were a couple young 25 somethings dueling it out or whatever in the prime of their career, okay, but now they're just kind of old and sad.
Well, Will had waited so long to become a respected actor, and it was here, and then he slapped someone.
And then he buried it. right there, just in that one moment. He
Yeah.
killed the whole thing.
Fair enough, he deserved it for King Richard. That movie fucking sucked.
I don't even know what the fuck
didn't
movie that
watch it.
was.
I didn't
King
watch
Richard.
What is King Richard? I don't
He
know.
plays Serena and Venus's father.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah.
worst part about watching those overbearing sports dad documentaries is that they always try to make it appear he was right for doing it. He was right.
Oh, God.
He was right for pushing them, and he was right for forcing it to happen.
That's
and,
like a
whatever.
genre, though? You just said it it's a genre. Is it
Yeah, totally.
Oh, wow.
And SNL was making fun of it years ago with Tiger Woods and his dad. Oh yeah. And there was a sketch where they were doing all the interviews or whatever, and the Tiger Woods is telling the story, and he's like, yeah, there was thunder and lightning, and my dad made me finish the golf game, so he'd fucking
Because love.
metal clubs, yeah, or whatever, and it flashes over to Tiger Woods' dad, and he goes, I think that was the best day of his life, and it flashes back to Tiger Woods, and he's like, that was the worst day of my life. It is, it's borderline child abuse,
The overbearing dad or mom or whoever, the overbearing parents or family on the kid, that works out 1 out of every 100,000.
Yeah, and I knew dads who were like that with my friends, and it was so, I remember there were a guy lived down the street from me. We were all in the same age, same grade. We all played sports together. We all did it for fun.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? We all played basketball, baseball, soccer. We all did it for fun because that's what you do when you're younger. And we would all be out there in the street. I had a basketball hoop set up right there, and we would just be playing bullshit dumb games or whatever, horse or just 2-on-2.
The
or
best
whatever.
of times.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just fucking around as a kid.
Playing 21?
Oh,
And
yeah.
his dad would be out there making him work on jump shots, 2 houses down, dude. Couldn't even come. His dad wouldn't even let him shoot on our basketball hoop
Because it wasn't regulation.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
What a
regulation.
fucking
What a
asshole.
douchebag.
My shit was never regulation. I was a foot lower.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, that fucking moron dad, the kid is growing at a crazy rate during that time. So it's all changing anyway. It's better if he should be doing ballet and shit. And tapped it, no joke. To be a, if you're a basketball player, but you can also can tap dance or some shit.
Yeah, that's
now
the
your
thing.
feet get all crazy, you're able to shift and, do all
I mean,
that.
it does work out though when the parents are super hard on the kid and they turn out to be like Tiger Woods. Because now I bet Tiger Woods is like, yeah, those days suck.
Yeah, but that's just survivor bias.
And he's mentally broken.
Yeah, he is.
But you're
yeah,
rich as
right.
fuck.
Yeah, okay, but yeah.
You're crashing cars
We
drunk.
all
You
read
get
the
out
text
of it.
messages. That man is not okay.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Those text messages with the whores.
Yeah,
I don't know,
the whores.
the women.
I missed that one.
With the nice ladies. Look it up. He's sexting these girls, and it sounds like a 14-year-old. You're like, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Dude,
He's
you know
like,
what's-
literally, what would we do if we were alone together right now? Like,
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
And wasn't he talking about you like that black dick or something like that?
yeah. It just also like,
Classic.
oh man,
Classic Tiger. Another classic.
So
man.
that's the trade-off. You make this champion who has no fucking game, can't sex to save his life.
Yeah.
I mean,
and ruined like everything too.
Yeah.
Like what's crazy is like he probably never had like a real like friendship before, you know?
Yeah.
And then like
true. Yeah.
and then he like, you know, was hanging out with like Michael Jordan and these guys who are like not the people you want to be hanging out with.
Not only that, okay, so I watched it was actually really good, the whole Tiger Woods HBO documentary thing.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, but like his parents made him break up with like the love of his life.
His high school sweetheart.
Yeah, like high school sweetheart, like forced him to so he could focus on golf.
All because he came home like a day early from college and stayed at her place. Yeah, that was it. Like he came home from college. He was playing golf. He had a scholarship at Stanford, and so he came home like a day before he told his parents he was going to come home, and he stayed with his girlfriend. And then they were like, "That's it.
Yeah,
it's over."
That was the only reason they needed. They're like, "See,
Yeah,
You're
for sure,
waiting.
yeah.
He had never slipped up before.
Yeah.
And this was the one thing probably.
dude, I feel bad for."
And they had to they went to like this golf coach, not like the one at Stanford, but like his personal coach or whatever, and who was also like a family friend, to like break the news to him or some shit.
They wouldn't even do the parenting themselves. They're outsourcing it.
I think the saddest thing in the Tiger Woods story is this guy he's worth like, he's almost a billionaire. He might even be now, I don't know. But, you know, during this time, and he's banging waitresses from Golden Corral, dog. Like,
Denny's.
Fam, I know. So the first time.
What are we doing here?
Sorry for cutting you off.
Shoney's gonna talk about how he's actually Eskimo brothers.
No, not at all. But the first, I don't know if it's the first, second time, whatever. But the big media thing with him, he got caught at the fair or whatever.
Yeah.
I know the chick. I know she lives in San Diego. I think,
yeah.
I think we all kind of know. But
we also breed champions here.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
But I found that out. I was like, oh shit. And I forget where I was, but we were at dinner, and she was someone brought it up, or she brought it up, and she was talking about what happened, and she's like, yeah, dude, I couldn't leave my house for a long time. I had to stay with friends because there was reporters coming to her house and shit. I forget when it was though, but yeah, I was like,
Could have
good
gotten
job.
her bag. She could have probably
Yeah.
leveraged that.
Yeah.
Right?
Not a businesswoman.
Your dad's coming out right now.
The Queen of San Diego, man.
I guess we want to be a victim today. My future kids are so lucky because I'm so self-involved. I will not give one shit what they will do. They can do anything. I won't be hard on them.
Yeah, you don't want to hear their stupid stories all the time, you know?
I looked at one of my notes. I was looking for new jokes recently. I was looking through my notes like this midnight, like, what is this thought? And it was just a note that said, I want children because they always interview you. And that sounds nice. Like, what's your second favorite movie? I'm like, thank you for asking. It's actually
Well, little Kimmy, let's start back when I was 5.
yeah.
That's actually pretty funny.
It's like having your own little podcast with your kids.
Exactly. You know? They're obsessed with you, and that's what I'm looking for.
That is so true, though. When you hear somebody with their kid, and the kid is just going and going. So anyway, what about this?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why? Yeah, it's all fun and games until they turn probably 7 or 8, maybe 10, and they hate you.
Right.
That early?
Yeah,
I think maybe.
Yeah,
It could be.
I was 13. I remember the year where I decidedly just thought I had the worst life and the worst parents.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that I had it the worst. No one had it harder than me in America.
What was on your playlist at the time?
Like Jack's Mannequin.
I remember going to my family. My grandfather lives in France, and he lives in Nice, so very nice area. And we went out there when I was a kid. I think I was 13 or 14, but the whole family went. And I was being such a piece of shit. I remember this vividly.
Ruining the trip.
Just being a dickhead. We're going to, we go across the border. The border's right there. We go across the border to Italy, and then we're in Italy for a little bit. And we're going to, these old churches and these, really nice places. And I'm refusing to go in. I don't do churches. My grandfather, he grabbed me by the neck. I remember he grabbed me by the back of the neck. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I don't do churches. I just don't. And I was too big for him to intimidate me. He thought he was going to intimidate me.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was like, what was I doing? Go into church, you fucking weirdo. You're never going to see this again.
Yeah.
I was the same way, man. I have VHS cassette tapes of me on family vacation, just being a fucking asshole for no reason, dude. My dad's making great dad jokes, and I'm just whatever.
Puka shells.
Yeah, puka shells. I hadn't shaved yet, so I had a little fucking
Trash stash.
trash stash. Yeah,
Your eyeliner is fucking running? Or
No, I didn't have eyeliner yet. My dad wouldn't let me do the eyeliner, but that was the Navy.
It would have been great to be self-aware back then and like bring joy to your whole family.
Bro, we could have had fun. Like if I wasn't such a dick, like my
Right.
family would have had a little more fun on vacation.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just love you so much, and like you're actively like ruining this like thousands of dollar vacation.
Thousands
Yes.
of dollars.
Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
God, I love this motherfucker so
Yeah.
much.
This piece of shit. What the fuck, man? We're
You do
assholes.
like sign up to be hated for like a 10-year window.
It's
If
weird.
you're a
Weird.
parent. Yeah.
for sure.
Which is it really is unfortunate though. I wish I was like more self-aware when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
And then they go to college at 18, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have to like them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sending money.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Which is also super scummy and manipulative.
Yeah, right.
you really think about
I
it.
just treat you like shit. Yeah. Pay for my
Yeah.
college
Yeah,
tuition.
like, what the fuck? Johnny has a WRX. Where's mine at?
Stop it, dude. No, what was the Honda? The not the Civic, but the hatchback.
Oh
Honda.
yeah. I know you're talking about.
The fuck, what was it?
CRX or whatever.
CRX. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
God, I wanted one of those so bad. We are old as dirt. I don't know about you.
Speak for yourself, dog.
I don't
How
even know
old are
how
you?
old everyone is.
How old are you, Scoop?
38.
Yeah, I'm 39.
36.
27. About to turn 28.
Ooh, this is bullshit.
You know.
You should just be in your 30s.
My
Just get
stock
over
is
with.
dropping. It's okay.
Every year she goes to donate some eggs to see how she's still
Yeah,
working.
They're like, well, you're
big drop
down.
this year. Jesus.
You're down 2,500 this year.
It'd be funny. You go on like a date and the guy's like, "So, how much your eggs worth?"
Yeah, we
You're
were
like,
talking
well,
about that. That would be a good way to kind of, you know,
Yeah.
try to see
You have to, like,
vet a woman.
You have to show your papers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you bring your papers out. You're like, "Hey, look at those. What do you
Yeah.
think about those?"
Check
Oh
these
wow.
out- check these
Ooh,
eggs
he's like,
out.
ooh.
Yeah, he's like, "Okay,
I'm
check,
not playing.
please."
Yeah, yeah. So I will be getting the nice bottle of wine for these eggs.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, how? Just in general, I mean, you don't have to say the price of your eggs. I don't want you. To put
Fuck
yourself
that. What are
out
the price
there.
of them eggs, girl?
But how much for egg? Like, what do you get for eggs?
Tens of thousands of
Really?
dollars
Whoa.
for like a couple. Yeah.
Like 20 tens or like 70 tens? I don't. Yeah.
No, closer to like 30 or whatever.
$30,000.
But you have to understand, it's not just like you like go in, you're like, here's my 2 eggs, and then like you have to be on a ton of like medications,
Yeah.
hormones.
'Cause they gotta be
it's
all
a surgical
fertile, yeah.
procedure.
They
to
blood
remove
test.
Aren't they like
them.
straight like you're injecting like regular?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You have to have blood tests every other day and stuff. So it's for all of that.
Yeah.
I-
But I mean, yeah.
But yeah.
I have a friend who would actually carry the baby for like.
Oh, she was a surrogate.
Surrogate,
surrogate,
right?
yeah.
That's wild.
And like she would make a ton of money, but it's like, damn, dude, like
For
what you go
what?
through.
What do
yeah,
you-
it's
That's
so
wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you ever asked her this, like, but do you think she had connection to the kid, even though it's not her kid? And
No, you're not like.
Usually it's not even at all yours biologically.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I don't mean physically. I mean mentally.
Oh.
Like you just carried this thing around.
I don't know. I didn't like get in too much.
I'm
into
sure
that.
there's stories.
She bought a house
like,
off of it, so
Yeah.
Wow.
She probably has a great emotional bond with that house.
yeah. for
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
She's like, what
Must be
kid?
nice. Must be nice in California.
I birthed you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You see this mahogany? I birthed that mahogany door.
Yeah, I'm gonna text my girlfriend right now.
Yeah.
Hey, can we go see how much your eggs are worth real quick? You know what?
You guys could go see how much your sperm's worth.
Oh, I'll tell
It's
you.
all-
what,
I'll wait
mine's-
till the year is
Yeah,
over
it's
after no drinking.
25,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
$25.
Sober sperm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could they tell that I have a vasectomy?
Maybe they go straight into the balls. You know?
Just
Yeah.
You can get mine for free if you're out in PB on a Friday.
I'll be donating behind the Golden Corral.
donating.
Me and Tiger are out here right now at the Denny's.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Golden Corral waitresses. I just think if you're a billionaire, you got to step your game up
Oh,
a little
no.
bit here.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
Did you make that up, or is that true?
No, that's 100.
Oh, my
it was
God.
two. It was two of the
Tiger.
girls that he was cheating on his wife with were waitresses at Golden Corral.
Did you
Like,
see?
what are we doing?
By the way, speaking of waitresses, late night ones. Did you see that Waffle House
Oh my gosh.
Brawl?
Yeah.
for all? Yeah.
Where the girl grabbed the chair?
Yeah.
Out of midair?
Yeah.
Like she's a superhero?
Yeah, and then she like grabbed the girl's wallet from the ground and like gave it to her friend. Like, here's your friend's wallet.
Yeah. And she got fired.
Did
she
she?
did.
Yeah, she got fired.
Have you guys been to Waffle House?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dude, they're
I've been in
legit.
Louisiana. It's ratchet.
Yeah, it's ratchet. Good food though.
Yeah, and
Good grits.
they're everywhere. It's weird. It's
Yeah.
like 7-Eleven here in San Diego. You
Yeah.
know how there's just one kind of everywhere?
Yeah.
For like
That's
road
like a-
tripping.
Yeah.
I road tripped a lot growing up, and my dad always wanted to stop there. I was like, no good things happen in that place.
It's true.
I don't need you bringing two small young girls. I can tell that's a bad parenting decision. So we're not going to go in.
He's like, back in my day, 1938.
We will be waiting for a Cracker Barrel. Thank you.
Somebody lost, like, had like a bet in their fantasy football league where if you get last place, you have to like do a punishment. Yeah. And the punishment was to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House. And you could only he could only shave time off of that 24-hour window so it was an hour for every waffle that he ate.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
Those are
I could
big
do like
waffles.
8.
Yeah.
I could
You
do
think
like
so?
8. If I came in empty belly, I can put down food.
I mean, they're like waffles are like an entire plate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like a little like Eggo.
But what if
Yeah, they're
can you eat whenever you want? Like
No,
if,
it was just waffles.
You shave off-
whenever.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah. So you could
You
basically have
cut
like
that
3
down to
meals,
like, I think over the course of a couple hours, you cut that down.
like what, 3 or 4 hours?
Well, so if you eat a waffle every hour on the hour,
That's a lot.
that's not every hour.
Every hour on the. Let's get waffles, boys. Right now. Fire
Waffle
up.
House challenge.
Yeah.
Every hour on the hour.
Every hour on the hour, and then we all
I think you
die.
could
This
do
is
that.
what sober guys do. It's our drinking games.
Yeah.
That's what old sober guys do.
Oh, I'm glad you're sober with me, man. We could every episode will update.
I'm not
what's
with
going
you.
on.
I'm by myself. I'm in my own pain cave. I'm dealing with my own journey. Don't try to piggyback on my journey, dog.
This means he's not gonna stay sober.
Don't piggyback on my journey.
If you come in here rocking like a crucifix around your neck, I'm done.
Well, it's
dude.
funny you said.
I put a Bible on the fucking.
Yeah.
Well, guys, just want to talk about the word.
He's like,
So
yeah,
it is
man.
Sunday.
I joined that gym and now.
Hey, at least I'll be jacked. You
Well,
know?
we got to get to Bible study and church
Yeah.
service here.
Oh, dude.
Sarah, shows coming up.
Yeah. I'll be at the La Jolla Comedy Store next Wednesday. I'll be at Good Bar next Thursday. I'm regularly up in Los Angeles now at the Comedy Store. I help produce a monthly show there called Culture Court, last Monday of every month. If you're ever in Los Angeles, it's a good time. Yeah. Follow me at Sarah RW Comedy on Instagram.
Links will be in the description.
And thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me
it.
back, guys. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Hope everything.
She's like, I need to get away from these sober fucking nerds.
I know, right?
Yeah, wish you well.
Sorry. Hey, I'm smoking weed, so I'm not 100%.
Yeah,
sober.
you're not raw dogging life.
No. Fuck.
My
no,
boyfriend got like 6 ounces of shrooms gifted to him.
Ooh.
So that's what we've been doing. in
Yeah.
Oh, no
2023.
shit.
It's just available all the time.
Do you think that helps comedy? It helps your writing?
Well, I haven't noticed anything in particular. What I've found, it helps my confidence. Trips do. I always come out of trips like,
Yeah,
I'm the
feeling better.
shit.
No way. I need some of those.
I have everything in me that I need. Yeah. And then I don't know, but I've heard people who study like psilocybin and psychedelics say that like if your brain is like a snow slope, right? And like your thoughts are creating tracks in the snow, eventually it becomes really hard to go other routes because those tracks are so entrenched. But like psilocybin and psychedelics, like it's like a new fresh powder.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
can take new
I like that. That's a good way to describe
new
it. Yeah.
new synapses are opened and stuff like that. You can start thinking in new ways, which is maybe why I get confident, because I'm just such a sad bitch normally.
Still the worst life in America.
Yeah, still. Absolutely no one has it harder than me.
Going 15 years strong. She's like, oh, this
But
is
yeah,
just-
I'm really pro micro and macro dosing. But micro dosing shrooms, I'm very pro right now.
I'm down to do micro. I want to check that out. Scoop, you want to do it with me?
I used to microdose all the time. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. That'd be
The
fun.
cool PB thing to do is like those chocolates.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone, every hot girl I know is just carrying mushroom chocolates now on their person.
Going to like
Really?
nightclubs
Where
and
do
bars
they
is
get
fun
these?
on shrooms.
They all have a guy.
Yeah,
Different. They have.
I think I know.
Is he wearing a weird suit?
Yeah, right.
No, it was
Just
like,
like Ali G.
No.
It looks like a legit chocolate. The one I had.
Yeah,
is
they're like pressed bars.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
legit looking. The packaging's nice. Like
Yeah.
it's really really.
It's
nice.
better than eating just shrooms raw.
The only I don't like eating it though, because like sometimes you get more than you were expecting or less.
It's like
Yeah.
any edible.
Yeah, and it's like fuck. Like I gotta
always
do
start.
something
Always
about
start with half.
With psychedelics, I've never. I'm very cautious of that, like of just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
ruining my life with like a bad trip. That I've never overdone it. I'm
Yeah.
very,
I've overdone it a couple
cautious.
times. Not like crazy, but just like I wish I was not this fucked
My
up.
sister,
Yeah.
because I called her, I didn't have a scale, and I had just gotten all these shrooms, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know how much to take.
Were
And
you like,
so I FaceTimed, I FaceTimed my sister, and I was like, I know you had a really good trip the last time. How much did you take? And she was like, well, they say like a hero's dose is like 5 grams. I took
Yeah.
6. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm not
why?
doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go easy on myself.
She's like,
she heard
well,
that.
the
She's
iPhone
like, I can
weighs.
be your hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. That's too much.
My sister goes hard.
All right, let's get out of here, guys.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna go look for someone in PB.
Oh.
I know exactly where he is.